Alright, I'm way too tired to play anymore, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We have just, I think, retrieved a memento for Sito. We got it out of the water. Turns out Sito is the ghostly warrior of darkness's old pet, or something like that. Anyway, I think something's going down in the village now. I don't really remember. Oktla Ormh Inn. Sito would wish you well on your way. Aha, this will give me my final ether current of the zone. Forgive me, it seems my indecision has cost you precious time. I know he had a totally different voice in the cutscene, but whatever, I forgot what it was. But I am now convinced that you will triumph. To the south you will find the bridge to Liagia. As the bearer of the 4 relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. Thank you. I'm off then. To the castle. I'm off to the castle. Oh man, I am so sleepy. It's not even like 9 o'clock and I am just like falling asleep. But we press on anyway. I don't know why. Because it's Saturday and I should be taking advantage of this time. I have a lot of stuff to do to get ready for workers coming over on Monday to install a new heat pump. So I'm not really looking forward to that. Gonna have strange people crawling all over my house for a couple of days. Not my favorite thing. So I'm not really in the mood to be playing this game right now. I'm also a little bit weary of the Shadowbringers story right now, so I'm like, this part of the story's not all that great. This middle part here is just kind of stretching on and on and on. But that's sort of to be expected from any MMORPG. When you have to gain 10 levels, usually the middle part is kind of dull. It's like the middle book of a fantasy trilogy. I imagine we're going to have a big fight here. Is this going to be a trial? Can I do trials with the trust system too? I hadn't really even considered that. I suppose I am about to find out, because I imagine this will definitely be a trial or a dungeon of some sort. Maybe. Let me in! I demand it! By the power of the relics, I bring before you, open this door! The gate has recognized that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. Doesn't look broken. It looks exactly the same. Fio-un. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. Okay, I'm ready. Yet know this, my adorable sapling. Though we Fey folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there are still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken, to create as much as is destroyed, to give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved, and the same will be asked of you. But worry not. Come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Okay, thank you. The Dancing Plague is now accessible. This doesn't look like a trust system. This definitely doesn't look like a trust system. This is not a trust system. I can't use the trust system for trials, can I? Well, well, well. It's our first multiplayer encounter in Shadowbringers. It's our first forced group content. How lovely. How very, very lovely. What is this? This is the Dancing Plague. The white dress, the shell crown, the stone scepter, the crystal shoes. Having acquired the 4 Fey relics through considerable effort, you now stand ready to break the seal over Lia Gia and confront the Light Warden of Ilmeg, the fallen fairy king Titania. Yet even as you hunt the Sin Eater, you are in turn hunted by the forces of Yulmore, who have thrown all caution to the wind and march resolutely on the fairy kingdom. 1 to 8 players. Undersized parties not allowed. Level 73, sync from 74. What's the eye level requirement? It doesn't say. I guess anybody can walk in here. Role and item level restrictions are lifted for parties meeting minimum size requirements. Well, I have basically zero interest in doing this tonight. And this has really kind of dampened my enthusiasm for finishing the entire Shadowbringers story. I had really sort of hoped to be able to do the whole story from beginning to end with my AI trust companion system. It seems rather silly to only partially implement that. Well, I guess I'm gonna take a break here. I'm too tired for this anyway.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak. The dress, the crown, the scepter, the shoes. The time has come for these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king. The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place. However, should you ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do. My adorable sapling. My precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see. To sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden. That is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead. Kinla, Ilichla, Ilme.
Rejoice and revel, for the kingdom of rainbows is forever young.
Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Not much of an army.
Confound it! How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child, how many times must I come to collect you?
I won't return to Ormh. And I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself. Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's-forsaken world.
Look! The sky! She's done it! The warrior of darkness has triumphed!
General? What are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the Warrior of Darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive! Are you deaf? I said...
Oh.
Axla Ormh! Axla Ormh!
What's happening? Water? That wasn't there before. Ah!
The night is delightful.
Help me!
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it! General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat!
All who stand with the Warrior of Darkness shall face justice. My master demands it.
Who's gonna deal with my retainers now?
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fair-Ul volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Fair-Ul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wish to make the most of it. That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength, in return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
I'll be sad to lose you. And what about our pact? No, I'll be sad to lose you, Faer-Ul. Meow 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 meow.
Silly sapling. I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you. Treat them as you would your Isnefis.
We did it! Oh god, this music again. We did it, Menphilia! I'm going to train harder. Having seen what you've achieved, it's the least I can do. Well done, my friend. You put me to shame, laying low a Light Warden while I struggled to land a blow on a man old enough to be my great-grandsire. It seems I was wrong about your friend. Had Feo'ul not stepped in, you'd be frolicking with the fairies by now. It was pure luck that we managed to hold the Yulmorans at bay long enough for you to succeed, but we have earned some good fortune, and while it is plain we've not seen the last of General Rajit, I for one am glad to delay our reckoning with him a while longer. What do you say, Urianger? Ne'er for a moment did I doubt that thou wouldst triumph over thy foe, yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me none the less. Night hath returned to Ilmeg, and we stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present, to see the Fey folk put the Yulmorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to see the spirits. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove, were the mood only to take them. Aktla Ormh Inn. Quest complete. Freebird, Ilmeg, achievement unlocked. Ether current attunement complete. Hooray, we did it! We got through our first group content in Final Fantasy XIV in like 3 or 4 years. It's been a very long time since I did a group dungeon or trial in Final Fantasy XIV. But we did it.